eyes are wide open, skin's tingling. You feel like you have plugged into a power socket. You hit the gym, laser focus, insane energy. That pump after every set feels different. Understand your own adrenaline system, you'll stop handling over your motivation to a supplement brand. Let's say you have been working out consistently for months. One random day, bas man nahi kar raha, you want to skip the gym and chill at home. Suddenly your gym partner shows up, not with motivation, but with a scoop of pre-workout. Now you think एक बार लेके देखते हैं क्या ही होगा. Next thing you know, your eyes are wide open, skin's tingling. You feel like you have plugged into a power socket. You hit the gym, laser focus, insane energy. That pump after every set feels different. But wait, are you really lifting that weight, or is it the supplement lifting you? For some athletes, the approach is different. In a 3 to 6 months of progressive athletic programming, there are high intense or high volume phases where performance is pushed to the edge. Your pre-workout can help, but for beginners, it's a strict no. Females, build your base strength first. If you can squat your own body weight with a barbell, we'll talk. Males, aim at least 1.5 times of your body weight in a squat before even thinking of a scoop of pre-workout.
Don't even think about it!
So let's dive into the pre-workout and unfold the mystery. There are few brands selling magic blends labeled on them, so stay away from such magic blends. You never know what harmful substances they are using, but let's break down the common ingredient that actually do the work. Like caffeine. It should be consumed in between 150 to 300 mg per scoop. It increases alertness, focus and energy. Don't take it near bedtime unless you want to stare at the ceiling till sunrise. L-theanine balances caffeine's overstimulation. You stay focused without feeling like a squirrel on a Red Bull. Taurine helps prevent energy crashes and supports hydration and cellular function. Basically, caffeine's wingman. Beta-alanine, it should be around 2 to 5 grams per scoop. I'll say 3 grams is more than enough. Reduces muscle fatigue in high rep sets. High doses can cause that tingling sensation. Not harmful, but annoying.
I got an itch!
Citrulline and arginine, both are nitric oxide boosters for blood flow and pump. But here's the deal. Citrulline is more effective since it converts directly into the bloodstream. Arginine, half of it gets destroyed in the gut unless you're ready to inject it. But tell me, who's ready for it? Tyrosine should be in between 0.5 to 2 grams per scoop. It improves mental sharpness and mood during tough workout sessions. Now what's not needed? Creatine, BCAAs and electrolytes. They have their own benefits but don't belong in a pre-workout.
How much creatine?
I've been doing a lot of creatine.
Banned stuff like DMAA, DMHA, yohimbine. Stay far away. These are risky, addictive and illegal in many countries. Here's the catch. That one scoop might make you feel like a superhero in the gym, but the moment it wears off, you're back to being a post-workout zombie. Using it at night, say goodbye to sleep, your brain will be doing burpees at 2 a.m. Long-term use leads to tolerance. Now your body needs 2 scoops instead of 1. And then, no pre-workout, no workout. It's a trap.
I want some more.
Also, financially this isn't light. One tub will cost you around 1500 to 5000, adds up over months. Natural alternatives, a strong cup of black coffee, adding it with a glass of salted lemonade, no sugar, will get the job done. And hey, if you understand your own adrenaline system, you'll stop handling over your motivation to a supplement brand. There's even a cool drink used by South American athletes called yerba mate. If you're an experimental caffeine junkie, give it a try. Tell me about your experience with pre-workouts. Did it help or haunt you? Share in the comments. This topic always brings the wildest stories. And yeah, in case you were wondering, yes, this was my own experience at the start of this video.